This is only a test of your systems. Yeah. I'm gonna check the systems. Oh, yeah. Oh. Wait, maybe that's like has to be like that? I don't really know. La. Okay. All right, we're testing some things here. Hello. Wait, I need this to be bigger. I wonder if I can make this bigger. Oh, this is better. I'm going to do this. This is better. Okay. Oops. Okay. So that works. Where do you hear it through?
Step inside the time machine. Grab your knights and queens. Those lounges where we
Oh, Kevin, thank you. I need you. Pamela, I need you too. Okay, that works. Oh my god, now how do I turn it off? I know, wait. Shit, I don't know how to turn it off. Oh yeah, I do. Okay. All right, so that's the trivia theme, and that's Teletubbies. Okay, this is more music. Music. This can go down. That can go down. That can go down. Okay, so that's fine. Nice, calm. Oh, Pamela, thank you. I love you. Can I tell you that? I don't think I tell you that enough. I love you. I just love you. I love you, girl. Girl, you know it's true. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I love you. Here's more music. That's right. This is my JD Vance music. That's right. This is his entrance music. Right. Drop the beat. Whoop. 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 This is my JD Vance entrance music. Okay, that's good. All right, this is a familiar one. If you're an old viewer of the show, I found it again.
Warning.
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 I've got to get it to be able to come through the other speaker. This is my other problem. Okay, so that's that. And then we have this back.
Certified Badass.
Fuck yeah, we do. And a favorite from Oomph. Yes. And then my favorite. That's my opinion! That's right. And then this. Okay, we already had that. All right, here's a new one.
Stand by.
That's a military standby. Okay, here we go.
The following moments may contain explicit language.
That's the introduction to the show. Okay. And that's a big gasp. Okay, that's good. We always need a big gasp, right? And here we go, another one.
Let the games begin.
That's right, Griffey. Fuck it, we'll do it live. This is the music. This is Trump's entrance music. No, this is Peter Thiel's entrance music. That's right. Oh. Okay, so that's the horror music. That's Trump's entrance music. Here we go. And this is when people are trying to make decisions. What decision? Are they going to answer the question? I just love these things. Okay, and then when things are just not going well for whoever's on the screen. Here we go.
A few hours later.
That always happens.
Viewer discretion is advised.
That usually should be played probably before every stream. And this is my favorite. I need to probably play this like once a day.
In a world fraught with confusion, one woman will break her silence.
I fucking fucking love this shit. Oh, and there's the buzzer. I'm sorry. Oh, I'm sorry, Cash Patel. That's a wrong answer. Thank you. Try again. Oh, bum bum ba-da. Here's some 80s music. We love our 80s music. Horror synth. For when our minds are being fucked. This is the mind fuck music. Okay, there's that. And then there's, oops, this is sad piano. This is when Ted Cruz is sad. We're gonna play this. When will I be a real boy? Oh shoot, that's all I've got. Oh wait, no, I have this one. This one is good. We haven't had this song in a minute. Yeah, watch out for language a lot, right? Low, the daily down low. Remember this? Oh my gosh, you guys remember? Daily down low. I don't have any fart sounds. Mama. Anyway, that's the daily down low. What's this one? Oh, this is nice calm music that we used to have when we had another system. This is a good one. Remember this song? We had this song. It helped us. And then we have this, and remember this one? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Find you a fart, Jen. Don't worry. Here's what we're working with. Yeah. Here's what we're working with. Yeah, all night long. Here's what we're working with. Baby, love me. We're working with it. Yeah. Okay, I'll find you a fart. Don't worry. Hold on. This is the calm music. I kind of want to listen to this whole thing too. Hold on. Oh, that's the right one. Wait, what's the other one? Sorry, I've got another one. Oh, that's that. Okay, that's fine. Oh, here we go. This is other calm music. I don't think we had this music before. All right, let's find a fart for Jen. Jen needs a fart bad. Let's find a good fart for Jen. Yeah. Let me figure out. Oh, I can't add it. Well, I can download it and then I can add it after I get off. But okay, wait. What kind of fart do we want? Here, let me go ahead and give you the farts that you have the choice of. Okay, Jen, do you want? Hi, Carrie. You know, we're just fucking playing around because I downloaded a bunch of sounds and I had to upload them. And I wanted to check. Oh, and I want to see if I can do this thing. Oh, it doesn't have it. God damn it. I'm trying to figure out because I have a system where I could click on a, whatchamacallit? I could, I'm supposed to be able to click on someone's message and have it display on the screen, but for some reason it's not working. Okay, well, here we go. All right, so here's the first one. Ready? Are you guys ready? That's kind of hollow. That like sounds like you're in a concert hall. That's a quick fart. That's a good one. Do you think that's a good one? Okay, wait, there's more. That's too soon. Just get you a whoopee cushion. I don't want to. Why should I be the one that has to fart? No, those are like, what? I don't get it. Wait, there's a fart lullaby song? We gotta hear this. 9 out of 10. Which one? Wait, which one? This one? Was this the one? Okay, that one? Or was it... Well, wait. Was it this one? Is that the one? Put a 1 in the chat. If that's the fart for you. All right, I need to listen to this fart lullaby song. Hold on. Okay, so that's the fart lullaby. Hi, Tina. No, we're doing really serious things. Come on. Jen wanted farts, so we're giving her what she wants. There you go. It's the Moonlight Sonata in farts. Oh my God. Okay. All right. So we think we have. Oh God. This is terrible. Oh God. Oh no, we're not. It's getting worse. Okay. So this one is the think I think what you guys like is. Oh wait, which one is it? I think it's. No, it's not that one. It's this one. I think that's the one you like, right? Yeah. Okay. I'm downloading it. We can always do more, so don't worry. This you don't have to be happy with this one. We can do it. Any other sounds? Any other requests for sounds while I'm here? They've got cartoon sounds. Let's see here. Oh, I like these kind of things. It sounds too wet. Oh, come on. We need more silly. Yeah, I get that. I totally think. Here we go. What's this? No, I don't know. Let's see. Let's see what they have. Hold on. They have sound clips. Wait, where are the sound clips? We need more movie phrases. What are the movie phrases? Well, this one I really do love. Like,
The following moments may contain explicit language.
We're gonna play that a lot. Okay, let's see here. What is it?
Fight!
Oh, we need our. Oh God, I need to find our. Oh my God, I need to find our combat, Mortal Kombat theme. Oh my God, I need to find that. I'll get it. It's from another site. Oh, look at this. They have My Precious. Oh my God, that sounds terrible, and it's much too loud. They rose up.
They rose up from the dark.
I think I have this.
Viewer discretion is
I
advised.
think I have that one. Oh.
Finish him.
No, I need the Mortal Kombat one. I don't want a fake Mortal Kombat one. Here we go.
Illuminati confirmed.
Oh, we're doing that. That's a good one. These are most of the same kind of things, and then we go. These guys don't have like I pay these guys, but they don't have like the most amazing. What's this? So tragic. Here we go. Oh no, we got to have this. Wait, you said that one. What am I? Finish him. I know, but I want the real. I think I have this one. Oh, man crying. Group crying. Okay. Oh, stop. Okay, don't. Let's see. Tragic piano and strings. I love this shit. Look at all the shit they've got. It's so. Oh no, Christmas is canceled.
Oh no! Christmas is cancelled.
I'm definitely doing that one. Wait, medieval bard music loop. That's not bard music loop. Come on, that's not it. You're supposed to do a song like, and then they pranced throughout the land, and then they died and had their limbs cut off. That's not bard music. Come on. Hopeful piano. I don't. You know what? Here's the thing. Hold on. I got you guys. Okay, hold on just a second. Ooh. Why? When I can do the Scooby-Doo, I don't even have to. Okay, wait. Where is the other sound effects that I've used before? I think I've used this one. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Okay. Oops. Nope. I don't want to do that. Don't get scary on us. Okay. Let's see. Scooby-Doo soundboard. Let's see. This is scary. Hold on. How do I play it?
A monster?
Now these are terrible. Oh, I see. Where's the rut row? Oh gosh, they have to go all the way to. Where is it? Let's see if it's any good, and then I'll download it. But I have to go all the way down to the R's. Oh, here we go. Excuse me? They don't have Scooby-Doo sound? Yeah, these are terrible. These are just, I'll find them. Okay, so Scooby-Doo, and is this the right fart, though? IDK how Lolo does all this. I can't find my own posts. More farts? Okay, Carrie. What song would I pick for Trump's funeral? Let's see. When we need a dirge. Oops, I didn't do that well. I don't know how to spell. Dirge. Oh, wait. Music? Oh, no. Nothing? Is that not how you spell dirge? What the hell? Music. Requiem. Here we go. What about this one? No, that's terrible. That's not even sad enough. Wait, what's this? These aren't very sad. No, they're not really. We need to do our own, I think. Okay, we'll go back. Let me do a few more farts because, you know, got to give the crowd what they want. If we've missed out on our farts. Let me see. Can I sort them? Oh, intensity, proximity? Oh my God. Fart long and deep. Oh wait, no, long and deep. Melania needs a fart. Oh my God. Oh. Oh, here. Oh, is that a whoopee cushion? Oh. I don't get what that is. Horn honks and farts? Oh. That doesn't make any sense. Okay. Did they have more? No, they don't? Is that all 30? Okay. Is this the one? No, that's not. That one's pretty good. Yeah, you don't find people asking for more farts, but here we are. Oh, that's not very good. We do really serious programming on this show, okay? We talk about very serious things. Stop. Oh my God. All right. Well, that's probably enough of that. Let's see. Is there anything? This is all just the regular, like, film reels and subscribe and all this shit that I just don't think I need. Voice clips. Let's say what this is all about. Oh, so this is where I got the standby for the military.
Standby.
Yeah, I like that. What was the other one? And the explicit language. Let's see. Oh, here we go.
Enemy in range.
I don't really love that voice so much. I think it's too fake.
Smash like.
Systems failure.
That's a good one. Oh, I do have. Oh, I thought I had this one.
Hostile detected.
I thought I downloaded that. I guess I didn't. Oh, wait, here we go. Oh, wow. Okay, let's see here. What's another one? Dun, 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 dun.
Bye-bye.
Dinky winky. Oh, we didn't get rid of the Teletubbies, by the way. Don't worry about it. Yeah. La la po. Teletubbies. Teletubbies. Say hello. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Let's see. Anything else? Awkward. What's awkward? Oh, what's this? I like that. It's important work. Well, we can't do it during the show. I really wish I really came on too to try and fix this chat thing, but it doesn't really fucking work. And I'm really upset about it. Copy stream link. That's not it. Edit your stream title. No. There's supposed to be a green pin right next to all your names so that I can put it. Oh, keep the bye-bye? That was kind of good, huh? Hold on, I'll do that. Where is it? Here we go. Where is it? Bye-bye. Well, there's this.
Bye-bye.
No.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
It's the British guy. Hold on. Where is it? No, that's not it. Oh, here we go.
Bye-bye.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one, actually. We're going to do that one, too. That's a good one. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, Mr. Dump. Let's see. Oh, but I say this myself. I don't need someone to do it for me.
Bye.
Bye. Okay. Most I've laughed in a while. I'm so glad, Jen. You know how happy that makes me. You absolutely know how happy that makes me. It really does. Let me see. This Hawaiian one. I'm kind of liking that. Awkward cartoon string loop. I don't think this was actually good. Oh, yeah. Well, no, I think I just got rid of crickets. I don't think I use crickets that much, actually. I don't think I use that. Okay, we've got that already. Oh, what's this? Ooh, that's terrible. Oh, here we go. That's a good one. That's not a bad one. Here we go. That doesn't really sound like a flush, though. You know what I mean? It would be hard to get in the moment. Did you laugh so hard you farted? Hi, Mr. Spock. How are you? You know what we're doing? We're just kind of like playing around with the soundboard because I was uploading some of the things that I downloaded and trying to find my other stuff. Oh, here we go. Oh, no, that's not. I want something like this, though. Oh, yeah, elevator music. Let's see what they have for elevator music. We'll be right. That's not good. No, dang it. We need some good elevator music. Oh, wait. Oh, this is good.
A few moments later.
Oh, man, why do they have to do that? Because I just want the piano. Damn it. Okay, wait. Muzak. Oh, man. Okay, they don't have the best. That's fine. I can find that somewhere else. Oh, wait. Here we go. What about this? These are more like... That's almost too good, though. I don't want it to be so good. No. What about this? Elevator music. Do-do-do-do. That's not bad. No, that's too good. Nope. No. Oh, here we go. Oh, this is it. This is what I want. Thank you, Kevin McLeod. Look at, I even favorited it. I think I already had this on the other computer. Yeah, this is what I wanted. Groovy, baby. Excellent. I love Kevin. He did our other song, too, that we love very much. Kevin is a prolific creator that I love, actually. Wow, 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 wow. Where did I have it? Oh, it's on the other account. But anyway, you're going to remember some of these songs. Listen to this one. Remember some of these songs? These are things we've used over the years. Oh, this one. Remember this one? That's a good one. Oh, this one. That one we had. Let's see. Was there one that you guys would recognize? Oh, maybe this one. That's not it. But I have the other ones that we really enjoyed. So anyways, well, I guess I couldn't fix the one thing, but I can fix the other thing about the nature of how the funding. Oh, well, let's take a look while we're here. What the hee-haws? Why don't we do it? What are we waiting for? Since we're already live, let's see what's what. Where are you, Mr. Lee? Where are you, Mr. Lee? Where are you, Mr. Lee? I don't see the Senate on my screen. There it is. There's based Mike Lee, the penis tip head, who doesn't have to be bald, but he wants to be.
It's not just that the nominal debt, that the number is higher than it's ever been. It's true. We've never had a $38.5 trillion debt. But adjusted by every conceivable metric, whether you look at it in inflation-adjusted dollars, whether you look at it as a percentage of the economy, it's at an all-time high. Now, fortunately, President Trump and many Senate Republicans have worked hard in an effort to root out wasteful spending and decrease the likelihood of a debt crisis, of inflation, or both. I remember the excitement when about a year ago, a little over a year ago, as we were preparing for the new administration and the new Senate Republican majority to kick in and the new House of Representatives to continue under Republican control. There was a lot of enthusiasm over it. With President Trump and Elon Musk kickstarting the DOGE process.
He's walking GERD.
Every Republican in Congress, and really in both chambers, chomping at the bit.
This guy's an
to be
insurrectionist.
part of the DOGE movement.
Just so we know.
It was cool.
He's
it was hip. It
complicit.
was happening. It was the energy that this town needed. Everybody was excited about it. Everybody wanted to be part of the DOGE process. And then all of a sudden, they lost interest in it within just a few months. It's faded.
Everybody wants to be a part of Doggy. Everybody wants to be a part of Doggy. But they went away and left me here standing all alone. So I'll stand up and yell and on your throne. I don't know, I just lost it at the end. But anyways, that's right.
And that's really, really sad.
Yeah, right? Oh my God, that's like super sad, right? Am I right?
But you fast forward to now, and there's still a lot of good things that we could and should be doing. In fact, just days ago, President Trump announced his appointment of a new Department of Justice official who will focus specifically on efforts to root out the fraud and abuse of American taxpayer dollars. That's a good thing. It's a natural outgrowth of the DOGE effort. It's a natural outgrowth of President Trump's desire to make America great again. This is an important project, and I hope and expect that it will succeed. Yet, sometimes I think that while we draw near to the concept, to the idea, to the suggestion of being more efficient, being more careful as stewards of the people's hard-earned money, we draw near to these concepts with our lips, but we show through our actions that our hearts are far from it. We've got Democrats who are continuing to push for more spending, more earmarks, and more government. That's not the path to prosperity. As I've said before, earmarks don't just promote reckless spending. They are reckless spending. The process itself, when in the hands of fallible mortal human beings, is itself naturally corrupting. They naturally do lead to and contribute to, but fundamentally are reckless spending. Now, according to the Congressional Research Service, from 1994 to 2011, there was a 282% increase in earmarks in appropriations bills. So, after the very successful red wave election of 2010, the election in which I was first elected to the United States Senate, both the Senate and the House Republican conferences simultaneously adopted earmark bans, correctly recognizing the corrupting nature of earmarks and their growing contribution to an increasingly problematic and unsustainable fiscal picture for the federal government. I remember that moment well. I had just been elected to the Senate. It was November of 2010. I had yet to be sworn in. That wouldn't happen until January of 2011. But I came back here for my new member orientation and was permitted as a newly elected senator-elect to participate in my first Senate Republican conference. And it was in that measure that I supported and advocated aggressively for the earmark ban that we adopted. It was a great move. So successful and so popular, so backed by popular voter demand was this anti-earmark wave that even former President Obama, while occupying the White House at the time, agreed right then. He said, quote, shortly after the November 2010 election, about the same time the Senate Republican Conference, just down the hall from here in the Capitol, adopted this earmark ban, which, mind you, is still in place. He said, quote, I agree with those Republican and Democratic members of Congress who have recently said that in these challenging days, referring to rising deficits and debt levels, that we cannot afford earmarks, close quote. He was absolutely right. And if he was right then, it follows, in fact, it follows a fortiori. It's even more true today that the same words that President Obama uttered then are even more applicable then.
No.
They were applicable then, they are more applicable now.
This guy's going
way
straight
more
to
applicable.
hell, and he knows it.
Our national
So
debt
he doth protest
is several
too much.
multiples of what it was then, $38.5 trillion, adding to it at a rate of about $2 trillion a year. Now, in 2019, Senate Republicans made the earmark ban permanent. It had previously been considered temporary, a pause, a moratorium. And we had this decade-long earmark moratorium. During that moratorium, what happened? Did the sky fall? No, it didn't. It didn't fall. Were there dogs and cats living together in the streets? Book of Revelation stuff? Not at all. There was no Armageddon. Were there disastrous political consequences to the Republicans who had spearheaded that earmark ban? No, not at all. Republicans did not suffer massive electoral defeat. In fact, within a few years, we captured the majority again in the United States Senate. So to my Republican colleagues, stop telling yourselves that earmarks are necessary, that they're indispensable, either for electoral success or the survival of the American economy or the survival of your home state's economy. They are not. That simply is not true. That is a lie we tell ourselves. It isn't true. Unfortunately, however, after Democrats took back the White House with House and Senate majorities also under Democratic control in 2021, they brought back the earmark practice. And sadly, many Senate Republicans decided to go along with it at that time. Let's just go along because they're doing it. We might as well not let them have all the fun. So some started to do that. Now, this return in recent years, starting in 2021, to include billions of dollars worth of earmarks in annual spending bills, this is a microcosm of federal waste and Congress's refusal to properly act to stave off a fiscal crisis. This, Mr. President, is the kind of direct attack on the President's economic agenda that goes unnoticed because those who support it often do so quietly, sometimes with a whisper or a whimper. Mr. President, I will not go quietly. Nor should I, nor should any of us, when we consider what we do to our children and our grandchildren, whether they're born or unborn, whether their parents are alive yet or not. Our posterity will suffer from the consequences of these. But it's not just that, Mr. President. It's those of us who are alive today, those of us who are working hard just to provide for our families today who suffer. Because when we spend too much money, everything costs more money. As Milton Friedman used to say, the true rate of taxation has to be measured not just by the top marginal tax rate. You have to look at the rate of government spending as a percentage of the economy, because one way or another, that piper's got to be paid. One way or another, it comes out in the wash. One way or another, the people will pay for it. They pay for it in terms of higher prices on everything they buy, every good, every service. And tragically, Mr. President, it is not the wealthy who bear this burden disproportionately. It's hardworking Americans, poor and middle-class Americans, those who work hard, pay their bills, pay their taxes, and find that every dollar they earn buys a little bit less. We've seen more of that in the last few years than we have in a very long time. The government agencies, for their part, very often will try to hide the true impact of this, but they can't hide it for too long. They can conceal it, they can obscure it a little bit, but the American people know. They know what's happening. This is catching up to us. Are earmarks the whole problem? No. Are they a small percentage of overall federal spending? Yes, they are. Is discretionary spending much smaller than all mandatory spending? Yes. But this is all part of the same problem. And again, it's earmark spending that drives the train. It's earmark spending that very often distracts us away from the things we're supposed to be doing and takes us down a direction of areas where the federal government probably shouldn't be acting in any event. So let me ask this question. How, Mr. President, are voters to trust Republicans in Congress to get spending in order and reduce our national budget deficits and eventually our debt if we don't have the discipline as a conference to cut even a few $1 billion in pork barrel spending? How can we as Republicans in Congress, in the House or in the Senate, rightfully cancel wasteful foreign aid and subsidies to left-wing public radio, but then simultaneously offset those things by greenlighting the enactment of several $1 billion worth of wasteful earmarks? Now, I'll concede here. Everybody's got a different definition of what's wasteful, what's good, what's bad. I'll concede that a number of these probably go to worthy beneficiaries, or at least good people intending, wanting to do good things for the American people. It doesn't mean that it's our money to spend. It doesn't mean that it's the appropriate role of the federal government to do that. It doesn't mean it's appropriate for any government to do that. And it doesn't mean that this process, the way we do it here, isn't terribly corrupting, with a tendency to drive up overall federal spending.
Wait, who's corrupting?
To quote President Trump, for years, quote, the radical left Democrats
Carrie,
exploited
we
the green
did
energy
give it to
scam as an
Argentina.
excuse to funnel many billions of
We
dollars
gave-
into their own massive slush funds.
And we gave like $600 million to fucking El Salvador for a torture chamber. We've given plenty of money to other people. Oh, and by the way, some of Venezuela's money is sitting in a Qatari bank. Why? I don't know. America last? I'm not sure. Seems pretty dumb. If I was Jamie Dimon at JP Morgan, I'd say, you know, you can hand me that fucking 600 million billion and I'll earn the interest on that shit. But no, Trump went to a Qatari bank. What? Give me a break.
Drastically drove
These
up.
guys, this guy doesn't care about the country at all. This douche whistle wants his millionaire, billionaire buddies to get rich and stay rich so that he can be rich, because he's decided to go all in and balls deep on helping them. And so, Mike Lee, you can fuck all the way off. You're a useless skin bag.
Prices.
And
Close
that's how
quote.
I really feel about it.
That's what happens. That's what they do. Well, through certain earmarks, they quietly do the same, diverting the tax dollars of the American people to the kinds of projects that should never receive taxpayer money. In total, the cost of earmarks this time around is around $5.2 billion. Yes, it's a small percentage of overall federal spending. Yes.
Yeah. $5 billion. That's literally what you're standing up here on a Thursday night to tell us about $5 billion in earmarks that you actually also do, you son of a bitch, unless you don't remember all the Utah earmarks that I'm sure you've done. I could look them up. So fuck you, you sycophant. You ridiculous, ridiculous little man who calls himself Based Mike Lee so that the Groypers will like him. I think his interest in being attractive to underage men, sorry, is disturbing. I think his obsession with being a Groyper is disturbing. And any parents that let their children hang around him, I would rethink that.
It's a small percentage even of the federal spending in this particular package. But it's what's driving the train. And it's emblematic of the kind of problem that creates the much larger problem.
Yeah, Mr. Spock, he said the other day that it was $600 million sale of oil, of Venezuelan oil, or billion. I don't know, 600 million, billion. I can't remember, but whatever. And 600 million with the proceeds of the sale. 300 is earmarked to go to Venezuela once they agree to spend it on what we tell them to spend it on. And the other half in treasuries, no, I think that it might be in treasuries, but there was a Qatari bank that was involved. So I think that it's not America first. And the people who sold the oil, the two trading firms, one was out of Singapore and one was out of Switzerland. And last time I checked, and I did check when this came up, Chevron, who is in Venezuela right now and in Houston, where the closest heavy crude processing equipment is, I'm not sure why Chevron wasn't the trader of choice and why he had to go to two foreign traders. Oh, that's right. It's because they donated to his campaign. Million. Thank you, Teresa. Thank you. Yeah. Yeah, ICE's actions will bankrupt the country when we have to and should pay compensation to all the victims. Oh boy, strap in. I mean, really, that so many people are going to be due so much money for all of the kidnapping and horror that they've caused. No, we really fucked ourselves with this decision. It's a great job, everybody. You did a great job picking a president. Really good.
Well, we're focused
Came along with a
obsessively on doing
big,
these.
big party.
We're not doing what we're supposed to be doing. Speaking of emblematic, as we remove funding for the Department of Homeland Security, one of the few departments that's pretty easy to fit within the enumerated powers of the federal government. Well, why? Well, because the federal government's in charge of immigration laws, borders, the enforcement of those laws, governing immigration and nationality, that sort of thing. And yet that's what gets pulled out. We leave in there all the stuff that's tangentially related, at best, to enumerated federal powers under the Constitution. Now, in total,
Oh my God, you didn't hear any of that. Okay, what I was trying to tell you was this was the picture. I don't know if you heard this, but this is the picture that from this morning. No, this is the picture from this morning. I can't get my camera to turn on. It just has the last picture frame of me. I have no idea why that's happening. But you basically see the last thing you probably saw this morning as I was turning off my stream. Yeah, this is just Mike Lee whining on the Senate floor. And since I was testing stuff, I know. Yeah, J-Rants, we downloaded some farts. I was trying to test some stuff, and, well, clearly. No, I'm not frozen. That's just me from this morning. I have no idea why. I probably looked better this morning than I do right now, but still, I was trying to go ahead and turn my camera on. Anyway, let's listen to this.
Yeah, it's a small percentage, but it's what's driving the train. Earmarks aside, perhaps the biggest problem with spending bills.
Is it creeping you guys out? Because if it's creeping you out, I can just take it off. It's kind of creepy. Yes, this guy is live on the Senate floor, Jay. Live and not Memorex. It's not creepy. Okay, good. Okay, good.
These spending bills, this
We'll
package of spending bills that we'll soon be considering, is that they simply spend too much money. Much of this stems from the fact that discretionary outlays spiked during COVID, and they never came back down to pre-COVID levels. In fact, total discretionary spending from FY 2020 through FY 2024 was $1 trillion higher than the Congressional Budget Office had projected it to be over that time frame when they issued their 2019 budget baseline projections. That's the discretionary side. Meanwhile, the mandatory side also exploded, so it got a lot worse.
Brian Benenker was dead.
A lot of people are fond of saying.
Why isn't Brian Benenker dead? Is he on a space or something, Jay? My screen chat is a bit behind. Oh, yeah, probably. I think it's a little weird. Was Brian Bettenker? He's a real dick. Anyway.
Well, it's not discretionary spending, it's mandatory spending, but they both went way up.
Oh, yeah, they are so mad at Mercado. It's really funny. Well, and also, it's because Anarchy Princess, I guess, was the one who warned Mercado that somebody had gotten into his apartment building, and then Brian Bettenker, I know, follows Anarchy Princess everywhere or something. So, I don't know, that's probably how all that happened. But yeah, they hate Mercado. They really do. It's really weird, but whatever. I'm really glad someone told him, and that I think he said he's going to move because they were right at his front door. I have no idea, but someone let them into his building, and they were standing right at the door of his apartment. So that's really fucking creepy. And these are the Nazi guys. These are like the totally, yeah, try me, ho. That's Stoker has been on Mercado. Who's Stoker? Is he the, is that the Nazi that actually showed up to his apartment? Because I know who the guy is, but I didn't recall what his name was. But if that's Stoker, because he's the one who hangs out with Jake Lang and the ginger, whoever that really evil ginger guy is. Remember when we saw him? Oh, the stalker. The stalker you're talking about. Oh, Jaden Scott. Right. Yeah, Jaden something. Yeah, Jaden Scott. Oh, the ginger is Gregor. See, Gluestick. J-Rance knows the names of these people. Oh, so he's been on to Mercado for a couple months. Yeah. Okay. So anyway, yeah, I noticed a lot of them hate Mercado. A lot of the streamers that I watch really hate Mercado, and just because he's smart and he puts his money where his mouth is, and he was a right winger, and then after kind of 2020 and George Floyd, he kind of switched his mindset, and now he's really focused on he went to Ukraine and reported from Ukraine and fought. So he's really quite. I admire him. I think he really puts his money where his mouth is and his ass where his mouth is. You know what I mean? Like, I know those names, but not who PBD is. That's okay. You don't have to know every name. You don't have to know every name, Jay. That's not required. But yeah. Oh, it's interesting. I didn't know he had been following him for a couple months. I mean, I knew they had interacted at different no, he's not a good guy. The Ginger is a bad guy. But Jolly Good Ginger is a pretty good guy. But the Ginger guy that was with Jake Lang at his little, Nazi rallies that he's been having over the last few months, that guy, Patrick Burt Daverson. No, I saw a report that Bezos is letting ICE use Ring doorbells. What the fuck? What the fuck? Yeah, the guy who's a vet goes by the name Jolly Good Ginger, I think. Yeah, Audrey, I think he's a good dude. Yeah, I know. We shouldn't just refer to everybody as a ginger because that's not really fair, first of all. But yeah, he's apparently a good dude. All right, Mike Lee's going to continue. He looks like he's almost
It's time
done,
to stop
though.
talking a big game about fiscal responsibility and to show voters that we measure up to the task. We cannot simply relent when Democrats want to tie the hands of this administration and saddle the American people with unsustainable debt. So the question I pose to my colleagues.
Here's the question I pose to you, based Mike Lee. The question I pose to you, sir, is why should we go into debt so much when you're pissing about $5 billion, I would imagine, in social, oh, yay, Audrey, that timing's great. Tell me, based Mike Lee, why are you so worried about $5 billion in earmarks that some may be worthwhile, some may not be worthwhile? You're so mad about that $5 billion, but you're not mad at all about the $181 billion. And some of that, and in fact, I think a lot of it, is new spending for ICE and Department of Homeland Security. So what's it going to be, Mike? Are you a budget hawk or are you not a budget hawk? What the fuck? Do I still have the Harry Sack pick? Wait, which one? Oh, yeah, I do. Oh, gosh. Yeah, of course I do. Now I know what you meant. I have so many pictures of Enrico Tarrio's dick. For a minute there, I got a little confused. Well, I don't know. Which hairy balls do you mean, Carrie? I don't even know. I got to find the balls without DeJoy in them. I know I have them. Hold on. That's a good idea. I should find those. Let's do it. What else do we have to do on a Thursday night? What the fuck? Oh, here they are. Oh my gosh, those are way too far down. Okay. Yep, there they are. Oh, we should make them a little smaller. A little smaller. There we go. We're going to do that. And then we're going to be like this. Chin nuts. That's what I like to do sometimes with these guys, is chin nuts. Thursday night in dystopia. I called my friends to see. Actually, this is better. He should have them. He's being teabagged in the worst way possible. Oh, you said tea party? I thought you said tea bag. We are so disgusting. Okay, by we I meant me. I'm so disgusting. I'm sorry. Hot crust buns on your forehead, hairy balls in your mouth. Oh my God, this is insane. I love you guys. I love you guys because you get me so much, and I don't know how we all found each other, but I'm really fucking happy about it. It seems logical. That's for you, Mr. Spock. Are you still here? Did you go back to your life? Don't go back to your life. Hairy balls on a hairy ass. He's getting way uncomfortable. Yeah. Okay, here we go. I would never. I
who
would
are
make
okay
it
with
through a day
earmarks
without y'all.
in their spending bills is
Yikes.
this. Why are Senate Republicans supporting the effort to ignore our conference's still active, still intact earmark ban to partner with Democrats and reverse course on President Trump? Don't believe me? Well, this bill, as presently constituted, does, among many, many other things, the following. It funds hospitals and healthcare clinics that provide puberty blockers to children and perform abortions. It does that. It sends money to a dance festival. Now,
okay. So now we're getting down to it. All right. Now we're getting down to it. Okay. Now he's telling us what he really thinks. See, I was right. This $5 billion that he's pissing and moaning about that people want to ensure is in the bill are for important social programs and other things that actually are pretty fucking important. And you know what, Mike Lee? Get your fucking hands off our uteruses and off our children. Because if a parent and a child and their doctor make the decision that puberty blockers or whatever gender affirming care is prescribed, that's none of your business. That is literally none of your business, sir. So I don't want your fucking restrictions on how funding is used. I don't fucking want that. I didn't vote for that. And I'm going to guarantee you, sir, that if you surveyed every single Trump voter right now, there are plenty of Trump voters who didn't vote for that either. Because some people just vote if there's an R by the name and they don't really give a shit. He does look like a penis, like a little smooth top dome. I know I want a million Lolos and maybe better Lolos than me, but you know, like start somewhere. We need more voices. That's what I want. I want more voices. Of course, that's, you know, competition, but that's okay because we've been doing this almost 4 years and this is, I think we've kind of maxed out. I think we've maxed out, which is fine. That's fine. We can be a model for other shows. Maybe that's the way to do it. That'd be fine by me. Phallic Mike. Batman is a voice. A man dressed as Batman emotionally confronted Santa Clara City Council condemning the city's cooperation with ICE. Oh, I think I saw some of that. Yes, Batman is definitely a voice. That's so cool. Oh, that's so cool. Yeah, we are definitely at the fart soundstage. Fascism.
this dance festival may be lovely. I'm not really personally into dance festivals. Maybe some are. Those who like them, I hope they enjoy them. Dance festivals, I'm sure, can be a great thing. Doesn't mean that the federal government should be funding it, or any government. I don't know why it's the job of any government that collects money from people, loosely speaking, at the point of a gun, because if you don't pay your taxes, eventually people with guns will come.
Whoa, Mike, calm down, okay? Actually, I mean, I've paid my taxes late. Nobody comes to your house with a gun. And stop it. Stop judging. You know what I bet? I bet that dance festival actually is a way to celebrate cultures within our multicultural society, which I understand that they don't want the multicultural society. I get it. That's a big no-no in the minds of these little white boys. But I'm telling you right now, I can guarantee you that this dude is spewing some hate right now like you have never seen. So keep going, Based.
And issue a fine or haul you off if you refuse to pay. But we're funding it anyway.
Excuse me?
It provides for...
He doesn't want to fund the IRS? He doesn't want to fund the IRS? I'm confused. Well, I'm confused. Are you a libertarian-based Mike Lee? Do you want to not pay taxes?
$1 billion renovations at both the Metropolitan Museum of Art and the Metropolitan Opera in New York City. Let's think about that for a minute. It's one of the wealthiest cities, not only in America.
Yeah, let's talk about that. Yeah, absolutely. Let's do it. You want to know something, Mike Lee? I've raised money for organizations for over 20 years. And let me tell you how this works, babes. Let me tell you how this works. There are some organizations like the Metropolitan Museum of Art and the Metropolitan Opera and Poughkeepsie's Opera and the Children's Theater of Maine and other things, arts organizations who received in the past grants that they applied for specific, very specific programming that they would then have to evaluate how they did and then provide evaluation reports on that funding. So the bottom line is that you are funding not just the Metropolitan Museum of Art and all of these other things, but also realize that as a fundraiser, let me tell you something. As a fundraiser, I worked for the San Francisco Zoo. And the San Francisco Zoo, I wasn't the grant seeker, so I did events, but we would apply for conservation and other types of grants. But that was only a small percentage of the funding that's available. And the other problem is that you tap your private donors to the maximum already. And don't give me the bullshit, well, you should just ask better. That's not the way it works. There's a finite amount of resources from private donors. And it is very competitive, just as it's competitive with the government grants. So the bottom line is that even a monolith like the Metropolitan Museum of Art and the Metropolitan Opera, which I guess is too fancy for people like based Mike Lee, who doesn't get opera, even the Metropolitan Opera is not necessarily going to be able to fund everything through private donations. That has not been traditionally the case. It certainly happens. I mean, I worked for a lot of organizations where our only source of income was private donations and not government grants, because that's a small nonprofit. Yeah, Klingon opera. So, like you're lying, Mike Lee, and you're trying to be classist and say that, oh, you don't want to fund all these rich people. Well, you're not. You know what happens at the Metropolitan Museum of Art and the Metropolitan Opera? They have children's programming. And that, a lot of times, is what the government grants go for, is bringing arts into the community. Bringing kids in for summer camps. Underwriting kids from low-income neighborhoods to come to the museum. School trips. Okay? So the grants that you're pissing on are what's actually helping everyday Americans and their kids experience things that they might not otherwise be able to experience. So fuck you, Mike Lee. And how stupid are your voters that they buy this bullshit from you with no questions asked, when they're the ones also taking their kids to the day at the museum or their local children's museum or their local fair or whatever. And all the while, all those fucking chuds who bring their kids to whatever, the children's museum or whatever, all that shit that they take advantage of is funded or was funded by grants. So yet again, chuds, you are focused on funding the billionaires, but taking away funding from things that you would have access to. That's pretty dumb and short-sighted, and handing things over to billionaires. How stupid are you?
America, but in the world. And let's take the opera, for example. The opera, great thing. I love the arts. It's fantastic. This is not exactly an everyman hobby. Now, I'm sure there are exceptions, but this is, it's got a well-earned reputation for being something that's favored by the elite, by very wealthy individuals.
That's not true. Yeah, exactly, Carrie. Poor people shouldn't have access to opera. Poor people hate opera. What the fuck? How are you deciding, Mike Lee? Are you the arbiter of taste now? Yes, Mike Lee is a very wealthy individual. And he goes to the opera, I'll tell you. Probably to suck somebody's dick, but he goes to the opera. He is an elite. In fact, the funny thing is that all the people who thought were globalists, these are your globalists. The real globalists are Trump, Thiel, etc., because what they want to do is carve out their portion of the globe. Your grandkiddos are out for the 5th day. Oh shit, Teresa. 5 snow days. Oh my gosh. I hope they're at least like they're having some fun. I know it's too cold and I hope everybody's safe, but yeah.
Individuals in one of America's wealthiest cities. So why are we sending them $1 million? Metropolitan Opera, last time I checked, has an endowment with worth about $255 million. It's got multiple.
Yeah, and you know what endowments do? They help as you go on and might suffer, and you do, even as a large nonprofit, you do actually suffer down years. Think COVID. COVID was a very difficult fundraising year. You couldn't have events. You couldn't do the normal things that would help you build your base and build your base of support. So, yeah, he is one of the part of the most intensely. He's a Mormon. Is he a Mormon? I'm sorry. I don't mean to diss on Mormons, but Mormons, I mean, you might want to check your elders. Okay, yeah, that makes sense, obviously. I love Utah. I would love to move to Utah. I think it's a beautiful state. Like, it's really beautiful.
Multiple employees.
He lives there.
Earning in excess of $1 million a year. I believe it's got real estate assets valued at around half a billion dollars. Should they just sell everything? Should they just sell everything, Mike? Because a lot of organizations have endowments and other things. Those are rainy day funds. And you know what? You can limit endowments if you want to. I'm okay with that. I'm not trying to stand up for big nonprofits. You want to limit the size of an endowment and require a certain amount of spending from your endowment every year? That's within your grasp as a congressman. You can actually create legislation or work with your the IRS, okay? The IRS easily, and they do, because family foundations have a requirement to spend a certain percentage of their corpus each year. Okay? That's a rule, and they get audited, and they get in trouble if they don't. And so you can do the same thing on an endowment. You can say you are required to spend X amount of the corpus of your endowment every year, or not to exceed X percentage of operating. I don't know. You could, I'm not an expert. You go ahead and figure it out, IRS. You can do that. You can limit big endowments. So if you're up in arms about endowments, then do something about that. But you don't just take away extra money because you decide that it's an elite institution and you don't like the opera, so nobody should go to the opera. What the fuck is that? Anyway, sorry. I should just be live like 24 hours a day. Hardworking Americans in Peoria, Illinois, and Orem, Utah, all over the country, people who probably don't visit New York very often, if ever, who may not be into the opera, they're all being asked to subsidize that, to pay $1 million for elevator renovations, not only at the Metropolitan Opera, but also at the Metropolitan Museum of Art. Why? Why is that our role? But not only, why is that?
Because they wrote a grant and said, would you give us money? Would you give us $1 million towards our renovation projects? And someone in the government said, yes, we will give you $1 million. Your grant is approved. So yes. And actually, if you spread $1 million between 340 million people, well, then it's not so much, is it? That's ridiculous. $1 million is actually a pretty small grant for that institution too. Okay, that's there. You're talking orders of magnitude. Like $1 million in my life would have been amazing as a fundraiser. I mean, I got millions of dollars, but usually for capital campaigns and things like that. But if you're giving annual donations of $1 million or more, that's a whole level of class. So, that's outside my pay grade. But yeah, that's not, and for that organization, that's not a very big grant because their projects are much more expensive. That's just the way it is.
Our role. Why is it the
Make
responsibility
things more affordable, Mike Lee,
of a plumber from Montana who's just trying to feed his family, who's probably never going to attend that opera or the Metropolitan Museum of Art? Why are you sticking that person with the bill? The spending package also...
I believe that it includes the spending package. He referred to it as $5 billion. And basically, I think he's going through the fact that this spending bill is stupid and we shouldn't add it into the big expensive stuff money we're given to whatchamacallit, Crispy. So I think it's eliminating this particular tranche of money. I could be wrong, but that's where I think we're at.
Allocates dollars for nonprofits, specifically nonprofits, providing aid and counseling and legal services to illegal aliens, to individuals whose sole uniting characteristic is that they are here inside the United States unlawfully. Why are we doing that?
I'll tell you why, Mike Lee. Because as part of our country's evolution, we became an asylum country for many refugees. Remember that, that big green sculpture, Mike, that's in New York Harbor, near the Opera House, maybe? Okay. Yeah, it's the connection to the DHS ICE. All of this is about the ICE budget. But he's specifically discussing this $5 billion of what he thinks is pork belly, or whatever that's called. So, but yeah, getting the impression that ICE is gearing up for a pogrom in Springfield, Ohio, which was ground zero of Vance's lie about Haitians during the campaign. Yep, Haitians lose temporary protected status. When did they lose it? On February 3rd? Oh, shit, SB. Springfield, Ohio. Okay, good to know. Yeah, Timothy Snyder. Oh, that's right. Yeah, he said something. Can't remember what he was talking about today. Oh, he did. He warned about, that's right, SB. Timothy Snyder warned about Springfield, Ohio. That you shared that in Discord. Thank you so much for doing it. I despise that absurd argument when, in fact, this represents mere pennies from ND. Yeah, it's not really the way it happens, but whatever. It's fine. He's got to do this. This is his job. This is what his legacy is, folks. Don't get in front of his legacy. Oh my gosh, he's got to be a good German. Yeah, here's what we do, Mike. Because we are a country that is based on, or at least has established the fact that we are an asylum for people from all over the world. That's kind of our deal. It's kind of our gig. It's kind of our tagline, right? Give me your hungry, you're poor. So yeah, Mike Lee, when people come here, instead of just letting them wander aimlessly, we go ahead and give them services to help them become citizens and to help them navigate very confusing social services, because people deserve to have basic dignity. And that, I guess, is what makes me different from you, based Mike Lee, is that I believe every human has the right to basic dignity, which means food, clothing, housing, healthcare, and oh my gosh, let me throw in education just to be sassy. But you, sir, you don't think of people who have come into this country as human. And so you are curious as to why would people be nice to people? Why would a country who welcomes immigrants have programs and nonprofits whose job is to augment what the fucking government doesn't do for people so that they can become citizens and they can find work and they can meet their immigration meetings. So, yeah, Mike Lee, I do expect us to do shit like that because we built this country based on welcoming people in. So I think that's actually our whole entire existence, except for the fact that we stole this country from the people who lived here first. If you need to, I mean, you can put that aside. We shouldn't ever put it aside. But if you want to talk about what the evolution of this iteration of the country is, it's one that welcomes refugees and is made up of people from many different countries. It's not one single origin. Yikes.
When it's counter to what we're supposed to be doing, which is to discourage illegal immigration and to make possible bringing to justice those who break the laws. Something that, oh yeah, we're removing that part of the bill that would even do. Do that because we're too busy making sure that we're funding the hobbies of the ultra wealthy in one of America's wealthiest cities that most Americans will never visit. This is reverse Robin Hood at its worst. This, Mr. President, is taking money from the poor and giving it to the rich, and it's wrong.
What?
The bill also contains earmarks funding a nonprofit organization called NICE. Now, don't let the name fool you. NICE is not so nice. NICE is the new immigrant community empowerment to assist illegal aliens in getting jobs. Jobs that ought to go to American citizens.
Okay, which jobs are those? Are your folks running out to take over the jobs in fields and other things that have been left vacant by the lack of immigration into this country, sir? Immigrants aren't taking jobs from Americans. Immigrants are contributing to our Social Security fund. Let me say that again. Immigrants give back without getting. Seems to me they should get some things for all the work that they do in this country, which then allows you, you fat fuck, to retire because your Social Security has been funded by people working. So if anything, we need immigration in this country because we don't have enough people. I don't think he does. I think they have completely left any irony or kind of, any irony behind. I think it's nothing they say is it doesn't have to make sense. As long as, ICE good, immigrants bad. But I have to believe that karma is coming and it's going to be a bitch and a half. We got to do the seating chart for Nuremberg 2.0. I'm going to do that. I'm going to work on that after I get off of here. Let me get on.
Or at least individuals who, if not citizens, are inside the United States legally and legally authorized to work in the United States of America. Mr. President, the federal government, through taxpayers, should not be funding hospitals that give puberty blockers to children, or nonprofit museums, or left-wing labor activist organizations, or left-wing physicians activist organizations, or groups providing legal aid or subsidized housing specifically to illegal aliens.
Oucha magoucha. Girl, you are going balls deep on the hate. Wow. Yeah, fuck those doctors and those clinics. Because I want a bunch of sick people walking around my city. Yeah. You know why I would love to make sure that everyone here who is undocumented, you know why I want every single person who is undocumented to have access to medical care? Let me put it in terms that Republicans can understand. Because I don't want to get sick. Because I don't want to go to the grocery store and have people in there who can't access health care, so they're walking around germ factories, okay? How about that? Can we take it from a selfish standpoint if you can't just actually be a human? Can we take it from that standpoint that it is better in your community if your community is physically healthy? Or do you think somehow if someone who is here undocumented gets sick, you don't get sick? Is that what you think? They don't make your kids sick at daycare? Their kids are sick? What? What the fuck is wrong with you? How fucking short-sighted do you have to be not to understand how public health works? That if you give basic care to an entire community, then people get sick less. Oh my God. Oh my God. And you know what? Let me put that in terms that you can really understand. It's not because you just don't want people to get sick. You want them to show up to work. So, Mike Lee, if you really have to twist the pretzel in your brain, twist it, because if you don't have people who are healthy in your community, they can make other people sick. And then, oh my gosh, people might stay home and they might not work and create profits for your bosses. I don't know. I think he's almost done. God, I'm kind of hoping to be TBH. He just keeps going.
It shouldn't do that. Shouldn't do that ever, regardless of who's in charge, especially at a time when the House of Representatives is under Republican control, when the Senate is under Republican control, and the White House is occupied by a Republican president. Shouldn't do it ever, but especially not when Republicans are in charge of all three levers of the two political branches, the legislative and executive.
That's what he's mad about. That's another thing he's mad about. He's like, you fucking idiots. We hold all the cards. And we still can't do this? He's mad. Ooh, girl. He is mad. Ooh, ouchie McGouchie. He is so mad. He is so mad that his ineffective, flaccid party can't get it up enough to pass a fucking bill. Oh, the shame. You can't even wrangle your own horses, Mike. You can't even get your pigs in the pen. Oh, man. That's... ouch. That hurts.
Senate Republicans especially should not be facilitating this abuse of power and of the hard-earned money of the American people, many of whom work months out of every year just to pay their federal taxes, only to find that every dollar they have left buys less because we're spending too much money. Well, we shouldn't be facilitating this abuse of power and violating pledges that President Trump and that we ourselves as Senate Republicans have made on the campaign trail to root out and end wasteful, woke spending across the federal government. Even in a Republican-controlled Congress, Democrats are still able to effectuate and fund a radical agenda that the American people opposed when they elected us to this majority, and that we promised we wouldn't perpetuate.
He's begging. He's begging. He's like, why, you guys? We won and we can't do it. That's because it's wrong, you stupid shithead. You're on the wrong side of history, cunt. Get a grip.
And yet, here we are. It's tragic. Congress, Mr. President, does not need to and should not.
Do we have a good one for him?
Use earmarks as sweeteners, for lack of a better word, to make the appropriations process work. We cannot continue appropriations bills that perpetuate excess spending, especially when those same things are pushing policies that inevitably, invariably, deliberately hobbled the efforts of this administration. This is like putting a humidifier and a dehumidifier in the same room and just letting
They're
them
so
fight it
dumb.
out.
This is so
when
dumb.
you promised.
He is so upset and so pathetic. And he does not even begin to realize the level of cruelty that, well, I guess he does. That's kind of stupid. At this point, all the bets are off. They all know what they're doing. Yeah, get control of your emotions, Mike. Calm down, girl.
Only the dehumidifier would be there. And at a minimum, we should build on the successful rescissions bill.
Yeah. Hey, remember that rescissions bill? That was Russ Vought's little baby, where they clawed back approved funding. Remember? That's what rescissions means. They clawed back approved funding. And he thought, that's a great thing. We should double down on that, bitch. Take it all.
Initiated through the DOGE process and carried forward
Constant victim.
throughout last year on the successful rescissions bill by exerting some basic fiscal discipline to enforce our conference rules and put an end to earmarks. Or rather than just put an end to it, resume the end that we put in place 15 years ago. Heal the breach that's now been there for about 5 years and honor what is still our conference position.
What the fuck
Only
does
then
that
will
even mean?
we be able, I believe,
That
to
sounded
tackle
like
the
some dark
self-inflicted
Dark Lord
economic wounds
bullshit.
that cloud.
That just sounded like some Dark Lord. What is that? What is that called? What's the Death Lord? No. Edge Lord. That's it's a humidifier fight. Yeah, putting up pictures of children saying that's how you control. Oh my God, he's too much. This guy is so craven, and so he's going to explode on the rapture day. I know it.
The bright skies of opportunity before us. Now, as President Trump said in his end-of-year speech, just
too much cocaine for breakfast. That's right. SB, that's a classic.
A few weeks ago, quote, "We're poised for an economic boom, the likes of which the world has never seen." Close quote. I believe.
In the immortal words of our dearest leader, it's going to be great, people. Don't worry. Closed quote. Open quote. I grabbed her by the pussy. They let you do that when you're a star. Close quote. Hi, Lee. Oh, we're just playing. And that's not me in the picture. That's me from this morning. I can't get my camera to work. I was testing some stuff. So we're just playing. And we're probably done soon. But yeah, we were just playing around.
Give him.
I was testing some of the sound effects and shit.
And he's doing a lot of things that are helping us get there. The least we can do.
He's doing a lot of things. How's that for a screaming endorsement of the President of the United States? He's doing too much. I mean, he's doing a lot.
Is not undercut him.
Okay.
And to achieve that potential, we, Congress, we, the Senate, and we, the Senate Republican Conference, in the majority, must act. Earmarks aren't the way. They're the wrong way. Earmarks aren't the solution.
Oh, really? Oh,
They're the
yeah,
problem.
That's true.
We need to end them. In connection with this package of
I am
bills,
going to pull up all the earmarks that this motherfucker has done over the years. I am going to pull up, I'll just pull up the earmarks that he's tried to push in last Congress. How about that? You are the earmark queen, you stupid fucking butt-dialing motherfucker.
I've put forward an amendment to strip them from this bill, and I humbly,
One, don't read the...
but with all the conviction I'm capable of communicating, implore my colleagues to support the amendment. Thank you, Mr. President.
Okay, he's done. All right, and then it's like minutes, so we're not going to bother, or actually we'll see if there's anything else, but I think they're just kind of, everybody's going to poop, and they got to eat dinner at, Applebee's. They got to get in line at Applebee's and stuff like that. There's a lot to be done. The Senate bar across the street. I used to go there. That is actually a good little bar. There's a little bar across the street from the Capitol. And it's where all the people go, Congress people. It's a cute little bar. It's like an old bar. It's kind of cute. I can't remember what it's called, but I'm sure it's like something Capitol something. But yeah, let me take this off the screen so that we don't have to like be traumatized. Hold on. Gosh, this is the only thing I have to worry about here. Sorry, my picture isn't real. They're still technically in session. Yeah, exactly. So they're just, meowing. They're going to go through the, however long they go. They're trying to pass this omnibus. Okay. They're just trying to do it. That includes, I don't know, how much does it include for DHS? Is this the 181 billion? Because I thought that was last year. I thought that was well, no, maybe it is. Yeah. You know what? It probably is. It's, what's the DHS funding amount in omnibus? Is it an omnibus? Maybe it's not, actually. Oh, wait, maybe it's not. Oh, yeah, here we go. Okay, here we go. The January 2026 DHS funding passed by the House maintains a flat annual operating budget for agencies like ICE while implementing specific cuts, including a $115 million reduction for ICE enforcement and a $1.8 billion cut to Border Patrol. The bill also reduces ICE detention beds by 5,500. That's interesting. So that's what the House passed. In addition, the one big ugly bill passed. That had $170 billion. It's a minibus. Yeah, thank you. Oh, this is the $10 billion increase? Oh. Yeah, fuck that shit, man. I really hope that we turn the midterm so that we can undo some of this damage. I don't think we really can, but oh, good. All right, no problem. Thank you, Teresa. I'm going to probably end it here too, but I just want to say thank you for helping me on my test. Thank you, Jen Griffey, for suggesting farts. I love y'all. And I will see you tomorrow morning. We've got lots of good stuff to do tomorrow morning. So make sure you come and come for Wake and Bake. I can't wait to see you. And by then I'll have my camera fixed because I think I just turned it on wrong. All right. I love y'all. Have a great night. Get some good rest. You deserve it. Okay? Let's play a good song on our way out. Hold on. What's a good song? Hold on. We're going to do a song first. Let's see. Oh, we've got this. Oh, wait. Where's the other one? Where is it? Hold on. Don't leave me. Don't leave me. Wait, I thought I had the song. Oh my God. I don't know how to do anything. Oh, wait. No, that's not it. Huh? Oh, I really thought. Oh, you know what? I have it. Maybe I have it over here. I don't know. Clearly, I have to figure my shit out. Oh my God. Stop. Oh, fuck it. Okay, let's just play something. All right, hold on. Okay, wait. What about this? Wait, what about that? No, wait, what about that? Okay, wait. Here we go. Let's do fun music. Okay, bye. Oh, that's terrible. That's terrible. Where's the Daily Down Low? That's the one I wanted. Oh, wait, don't leave. Okay, do not eat my cat, Gustafer, was taking his little opposable thumbs and taking the chicken meatball off my plate. Hey, remember this one, y'all? Oh, wait, where's the sound? Oh, wait, where is it? Smoke weed every day. Oh, here we go.
Smoke a sufficient number of joints per day.
Remember that?
Make sure you smoke a sufficient number of joints per day. Make sure you...
And wait, remember this? Oh, wait. Oh, you can't. Can you hear it? Oh, wait, you can't hear it.
Slow, gonna bring it down, yo. We dive into the madness with a punk rock vibe. Nothing's off limits. We're taking the ball for a ride.
Wait, what about this one? Do you remember this one? Oh, wait. Do you remember this one?
Finding love facts so fast. We
make the fun times last at Lolo's Lounge. Lolo.
All right, I'll stop. Okay, I'm gonna stop. Thank you so much. Wait, what are you doing, Lee? Are you doing something cozy? You doing some Higa stuff tonight? Let's see. What are we doing? Hi, Tom. Hi, Oomph. Nice, Lee. Very cozy. The bed warmer is on and my faux fur comforter. Girl, I love it. Snuggle bunnies. Oh my God, have you seen Rudy in his new yellow suit? Oh, fuck, I'm going to find a picture and we're going to have it tomorrow morning, bitch. Yeah, we are. All right, y'all. I love you so much. Really, have a great night. Get some good rest, and I will see you in the morning. Bye.